Alex Browning is a youngster with the ability to glimpse the future. He and 40 of his classmates are headed to Paris on a school trip. Just before the jet takes off, Alex gets a vision of it exploding and killing everyone. He awakens and warns everyone that the plane will explode. The soldiers escort him off the plane and to the airport. During the hubbub, Valerie Luton, the teacher, and pupils Billy Hitchcock, Clear Rivers, Terry Chaney, Carter Horton, and Todd Wagner all leave. Shortly later, the plane explodes. The survivors are astounded to discover that Alex's prediction has come true. Days later, Todd stumbles in his bathroom and falls onto a clothesline in the shower. His velocity forces the rope to coil around his neck, strangling him to death. When his body is discovered, everyone believes it was a suicide. Alex believes that death is hunting them since they survived the plane catastrophe. He realizes that they are supposed to die in the order in which they perished on the plane. He contacts Clear, and they go to a cafe to discuss Alex's notion. The survivors reconnect in the cafe. But Carter and Alex start squabbling. Terry, Carter's girlfriend, is outraged that Carter is still carrying a grudge against Alex. She walks away, only to be struck by a bus. Miss Luton is next on the list. She suffers a sequence of home catastrophes that end with her computer blowing up in her face, a knife impaling her, and her house exploding. The remaining 4 drive off in a vehicle, which eventually stalls on the train lines. They all leave except Carter, who notices an impending train. The others persuade him to go. He decides to leave, and Carter's death is averted thanks to Alex's intervention. However, Billy is beheaded by a tiny piece of metal from the automobile debris. Alex realizes that if someone intervenes and saves the individuals next in line to die, death will move that person to the end of the list. Next in line is his girlfriend, Clear Rivers. She is at home when lightning strikes a tree, triggering a series of events that ends with her in her car with a power line on top of it. Alex swoops in again and saves her, defying death once again. 6 months later, thinking they had finally dodged death for good, the 3 survivors go to Paris. At a cafe, Alex notices omens and believes death is still after them. Alex is about to be hit by a bus as he walks away, unaware of this. Clear gets a vision and yells to Alex, saving him. However, the bus collides with a traffic pole, propelling it into the air before colliding with an electronic sign. The sign comes crumbling down, poised to strike Alex. Carter comes and saves him. Carter thinks death has been conquered and asks Alex, "Who's next?" The sign then falls down again, this time backward, saying 18-0 and collides with Carter. This leaves just Clear and Alex as survivors.